Good day, friends. Welcome to Yoga with Nicole, an online Vinyasa Flow class tonight. We're going to focus on an intermediate Vinyasa Flow class. What does that mean? It means that you perhaps already know some of your yoga practice. You've been practicing for some while. We will build up quite an energy in practice where we tonight are going to build up to a peak posture and then smooth our way down towards the end of class. You'll find yourself perhaps moving with creative, fluid movements, working with your breath. I'm going to pop 2 playlists online in the video description that you can also move to music. You'll see one is a little bit more funky fresh. Perhaps if it's Monday or Tuesday and you want a little bit more energy for the week, you can pop that on. Or otherwise we have a smooth playlist that you can find in the description that you might want to put on if it's perhaps Thursday, Friday, Sunday night. You're still making the movements with your breath, but you'll find that the music might just create some more energy in your head and on your mat. So as I said, my name's Nicole McMahon. I'm practicing tonight from home, at the comfort of home since we can't be together in the studios. I graduated certified with Merchant City Yoga just last year in 2019. So perhaps if you're practicing with us from Merchant City or anywhere in the World Wide Web online and you have any comments or feedback about the class, you're welcome to let me know or Judy or anyone else in the studio. So we'll get started. We'll ask you to come and sit down onto your mat. I'm practicing on a mat. You might be on a carpet or a towel. Just a space that you can find comfortable to move around in. You'll see that to start I have a block or a pillow that I like to just prop myself on. If you haven't practiced before at the start of any class and you find yourself seated down, maybe see what a block or a pillow feels like below you to allow the seat bones to sink down, but at the same time as the crown of the head comes up, we're creating some more space for the seat bones to grind down a little bit deeper, and then equally some more space for the breath. Okay, so if you're going to play with music, you're welcome to pop that on now with one of the playlists. Otherwise, just allow the movement of your breath to be the music. I'll guide you through the practice. You can follow me along visually or you can listen to my cues, and we'll get ourselves started. Before we go through anything, I ask, as any practice that you're doing by yourself, that you think about your range of motion, your limitations. If anything is sore as you're not practicing with a teacher, just bring yourself back out and take yourself to where you need to go, not necessarily where you're pushing yourself forward to where you don't need to go. Okay, nice. So we're grounding down, we're going to get started. I'm in a cross-legged seated position if that feels comfortable for you. Otherwise, you can bring your right ankle softly, gently on top of your left thigh, and perhaps we come into half lotus. If you have full lotus in your practice, then bring yourself there if it feels comfortable and right for you. Take a big inhale, and we'll bring the ears up towards our shoulders together, and exhale, release the shoulders down, maybe with a big sigh. Nice. Slowly now allow the eyelids to close. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, just allow the gaze to come round to the front of your nose and to shoot out in front of you. Together, let's take another big inhale. And exhale with a sigh. Allow the palms of the hands to come onto the thighs. Or we'll come into a mudra and turn the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling, and let's hold on to the thumb and finger. Allow some more energy to circulate around your body. Take another big inhale. And exhale, grind down a little bit deeper into your seat bones. Relaxing the shoulder blades, really softening the shoulders down. Your next uplifting inhale, notice if the crown of the head can just lift a little bit higher. At the same time the chin is relaxed, the jaw is relaxed. Soften the eyebrows down. And let's just start to notice the awareness of the breath coming in each of our nostrils. Opening up our chest, pushing perhaps the breath comfortably down deep in towards our stomach. Exhaling, grounding down a bit deeper into your seat bone. Allowing that breath to flow back out of your nostrils. With my own practice being primarily focused on Ashtanga yoga, I like to find the time before Vinyasa Flow classes to just connect with the breath, to prepare the body for your practice, prepare the mind for your practice. And just notice that whilst we're here, wherever you are, right now, is exactly where you need to be. Exactly where we are as we arrive into our practice. Noticing any noises immediately around you. Perhaps then away in the distance, away from you. Allow those noises to be there. Just as we softly allow the thoughts to be in our minds. But then bringing our awareness back into the breath. Noticing how an uplifting inhale floods into the chest. Coming down to the ribs and perhaps allowing the diaphragm to push down deeper into the stomach. And then relaxing, releasing, grounding the breath down deeper. Allowing the breath to flow out of the body and softening the shoulders down again. So we'll move into a Pranayama Focus this evening, which is our equal breathing. If at any point this feels uncomfortable for you, just bring yourself back into your normal breath. If it's rigid or you're straining at any point, just bring yourself back into a normal inhale and exhale. Otherwise, together we'll take an inhale so that we start together, exhale. And we'll start to inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Continue this. Inhale. And exhale. And really allowing the breath to flow into the chest. Maybe the crown of the head lifts a little higher. And as you exhale, softening the abdominals back in towards the back, and the seat bone softens. Allowing yourself here just to awaken different parts of the body that maybe we haven't used throughout the day, but equally balance any parts of the body that's perhaps been overused. Maybe you'll find this time to relax, to find some steadiness, to find some ease, to reconnect and soften, slow down the nervous system. If you have it in your own practice, maybe you can allow the count of the breath to go up to 6. Just do whatever feels right for you. Nice. Good. And on your next and last exhale, softly bring the palms of the hands together. With your eyelids still softly closed, we'll rub the palms of the hands now to create some heat in the body, to create some energy back into the breath, back into the room. Eyelids are still softly closed. Take a big inhale and we'll bring the palms of the hands up towards the eyes. And another big inhale. And as you exhale, slowly now lift the eyelids and allow the light to flood back into the palms, back into the mind. One last big inhale. And together let's exhale with a sigh. Bring the palms down onto your thighs and welcome to your practice. Nice. So we're going to get started still sitting where we are. If you have a block or a pillow, then I'd perhaps invite you just to remove it. If you're practicing with anyone, don't hit them. And if you were in half lotus or a cross-legged position that felt comfortable for you, let's just cross the feet in front of the other so that it's just switched around the seat bones a little, the thighs, and just adjusted that seat that you already had to try and train the body to balance each other out. Good. Take a big inhale, reach both of the hands up towards the sky. Nice. Exhale, relax the chin, bring the chest on top of the pelvis, and exhale here. Take another big inhale. See if we can reach the fingertips higher. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Good. Another big inhale, hands reach high. And as you exhale, start to twist over now. Lean over towards your left hand side and further as you can get. We bring now the left hand down on towards the ground. Nice. Exhale. Good. Do another inhale. We lift the chest and see if we can just relax the chin in. The gaze comes up towards that right hand. Exhale. Maybe we allow the left elbow to come down on towards the ground. Still creating space, so try and not collapse in towards that shoulder. The right hand reaches a little bit higher. Create some more length down from your shoulder and towards your right hip. Nice. Notice if your right bottom started to lift up, just allow it to come back into the mat. And exhale, release, push away from that left hand, sweep the hands back up to the sky, take a big inhale, lift the chest, and as you exhale, try and bring the ribs on top of the seat bones again. Nice, another big inhale, chin is relaxed, and as you exhale, we'll fall over towards your right hand side, but extending that left arm out and allowing that right hand to come down and towards the mat. Your next inhale, chin is still relaxed, tucked in, exhale. Maybe we allow the gaze to come up towards that left hand, chest opens up. And your next exhale, if you have the space, the availability, you allow the right elbow to come in towards the mat. Another big inhale, maybe the left hand creaches over. Exhale, left seat bone stays grounded into the mat. Nice. Sweep your hands high, come back into the centre. Inhale, reach the hands up. And as you exhale, we're going to forward fold in front of us and allow the front of the palms of the hands come down and towards the ground. Nice. Take a big inhale, lift the chest, crown of the head comes forward, and then as you exhale, forward fold down. Nice. Relaxing the chin in towards the chest. Maybe the front of the forehead falls on towards the ground. If you have a block or a pillow, you can just allow the crown of the head to sink down deeper. Nice. Take another big inhale. And exhale, tiptoe the hands gently back in towards your thighs. And you've got it. Inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. And exhale, start to twist over now with the chest softly towards the right hand side. Exhale, left hand comes on top of the right thigh and your right hand comes down behind the right hip. Push away from the ground in the thighs. Lift the crown of the head, bring the breath into the chest. And as you exhale, start to twist round softly with the breath. Maybe the gaze comes towards the right shoulder. Nice, maybe your head can twist round a little bit gently. Allow the breath to be the movement here. Try not pull and push too much. Allow the breath to sink down further and towards the ground. And exhale, create some more space. Maybe allow that turn. Nice. Release, inhale, sweep back towards the centre, lifting the fingertips, creating some space, and exhale. Good. Start to twist round towards your left hand side. Right hand comes down on towards the left knee, and the left hand comes back behind the left thigh. Once you reach there, inhale, push away from the ground. Nice, crown of the head lifts, and as you exhale, creating that space, allowing the gaze to fall round towards your left hand side. Maybe the chin is still relaxing towards the chest, and the gaze is shooting away from your nose, but perhaps that's by your shoulder. Wherever feels comfortable for you, try not to yank yourself round. Nice, again, inhaling into the chest, and exhaling, twisting round. Release softly, gently, sweeping the hands back up towards the sky. Lift the chest, lift the gaze up towards the hand. And exhale, release. We're going to bring the palms of the hands in towards the ground, and we're going to come on to all fours. Nice. So the hands are underneath your shoulders, opening up the palms so the hands come into starfish. So we have our hands really wide open, and this is a good foundation for our chaturangas, our downward facing dog. Noticing if the back of the knuckles are in the mat, and also the thumb and the pinky is firmly placed on the mat as well. Nice. Knees are underneath hips. We'll take an inhale. Shine the crown of the head forward. Shine the chest forward. Dip the stomach and allow the pelvis to roll round. Good. As you exhale, work with the pelvis first. Start to lift the pelvis inwards, and at the same time the spine is lifting. Now allow the shoulders to lift, pushing the shoulders away from the hands. Chin drops down. Nice, in towards your chest, and we come into our cat-cow variation. So working with your breath here as you inhale, creating some space. Notice if you can move first from the pelvis, allowing the stomach to really dip down, hugging the shoulder blades together, lifting the chest forward, maybe with a big smile, gaze forward. Nice. Notice the space in between the shoulders and the hip, and release. Allow the pelvis to tuck in. Nice, lifting the spine. Now pushing the shoulders away from the hands on the mat, bringing the chin in towards the chest, and giving yourself some good stretches here. Maybe you're already warming up. Maybe we've been sitting at our desk all day, or perhaps we've been outside, very mobile. So just allow yourself to realign here, waking up the spine, the shoulders, the pelvis, the wrists. Nice. Your last exhale, bring yourself back into neutral. Good. We're going to walk ourselves out into puppy pose or melting heart pose. Tiptoe the hands out 1 or 2 hands distance in front of you, depending on your mobility. Take an inhale and lift the chest again. And as you exhale now, we're going to just allow the hips to stay high, but the chest to melt down, the heart to melt down in towards the ground. Nice. And just feel that release there in the hips, the arms, the shoulders. Again, if we don't have mobility to allow the chest to come all the way down towards the ground, we can soften the elbows into the pillow, and we can just allow the forehead to sink into the mat, still allowing that release down into the hips. Nice. The quads, the pelvis, the shoulders. Take a big breath here and exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Gently, softly start to tiptoe the hands back into neutral, so underneath our shoulders. And we're going to push up in towards our downward facing dog. So most of us who are practicing will probably know your downward facing dog if you're intermediate or you've been into a yoga class before. If not, let's just together tuck our toes. Lift our knees off of the mat, engage the core. So what does that mean? Bring the pelvis in gently, but also bring the top of the abdominals in, almost like they're hugging together. Nice. As you exhale, push away from the hands. Remember, back of the knuckles in towards the mat. Chin is relaxed, gaze comes down towards your navel, so through your legs. And then lift ourselves up. So hips lift high first. Exhale. Nice. Maybe we start to allow the knees to unbend, the ankles to work themselves back down towards the mat. Keeping, nice, the neck long, the spine long. Take a big inhale, and as we exhale, let's just welcome those cricks or creaks in our bodies, walking the dog here. So we tend to say walk the dog. What does that mean? Bend each of your knees where it feels nice, your hamstrings waking up, your glutes. Maybe it feels good to turn the chest left, turn the chest right. Noticing still the thumb and the pinky pressing into the mat. Chin is long, relax. Take a big inhale and exhale, neutralize yourself back into your downward facing dog that feels good for you. Hips are high and relax. So we take an inhale, bend the knees deeply and lift the ankles, good. Bring your gaze forward. On your next inhale, we're going to tiptoe the feet softly and gently in towards our hands. Nice. Once we get there, release yourself forward into a forward fold and bring both of the hands onto the elbows. Take an inhale softly, just gaze forward. And exhale. Release and bring the chest on towards the thighs and just bend a little bit deeper in towards your forward fold where that feels comfortable. We're going to allow gravity to do the hard work here. Chin is relaxed, crown of the head is falling down towards the ground. If it feels nice, you can wiggle left to right. Nice. Remembering the breath, exhale. Good, again, a big inhale. And exhale, release, soften the hands in towards the mat, and we're going to rise up very gently and softly into stand. Nice, almost like a big heavy doll. Once the head reaches up, allow the shoulders to relax back and inhale, sweep the hands high towards the sky. Gaze lifts up towards the hands, maybe the palms are together. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Another big inhale, reach the hands high. And exhale, sweep the hands down towards your thighs. Good. Take an inhale here and just bring yourselves up on towards your tippy toes. Exhale, release, come down on towards your ankles, but lift your toes up off of the mat now. Good. Exhale now. And allow your toes to come down one by one onto the mat. Just notice where the weight is again shifted. We'll take another big inhale, come onto your tiptoes, lift the ankles. Engage here, bringing the chest on top of the hips. So we have a tendency to allow our pelvis to really flare out. Nice, try and bring that all in together. Good. Exhale, come back on towards your ankles and lift the toes up one more time. Inhale, but look at me, don't look at your toes. And exhale, let's try to put our toes down one by one. Good. We'll take an inhale now, sweep the hands high. And exhale, release, bending the knees, bringing the hands in towards the mat. Good. Inhale, push away from the hands onto the mat or bring the hands on towards your shins. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, gaze forward, come in towards the flat back here. Exhale, soften down, hands come in towards the mat and release, step back, come into plank. Nice. So plank position can be here or it can be down on towards your knees. So wherever you are in your practice, where feels good for you, come into plank. Good. Engage the core. So what does that mean? Bring the abdominal walls in and bring the pelvis forward. At the same time, pushing away from the mat and lifting the shoulders up. So if we're really sinking down, I want you to think about coming up. Or if that's too much, then come down onto your knees and think about the lift there. So lifting the shoulders up, lifting the chest. Good. Creating space from your head all the way into your hips. Nice. Take an exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga will come down and bring the chest on towards the ground. Good. Exhale as your next inhale. Just come up softly into low cobra. So hands are still engaged, pushing in towards the mat. Chest is lifted, elbows are coming back with the shoulders, and you're gazing forward. If you feel a nip in your lower back, just soften down a little. Exhale. Nice. Another inhale. And as you exhale, release the chest back down and towards the mat. We'll tuck our toes. We're all going to come back into downward facing dog. So maybe you have the practice to go straight there. Otherwise, come back on towards your knees and lift the hips high. Downward facing dog. Good. Let's breathe here for one. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Feet are still hip distance apart. You can bend the knees to keep the spine long. Hips are lifted. Exhale at the same time, ankles are working back towards the ground. Good. Gaze falls down past your navel. Shoulders are relaxed, creating space. Take another big inhale. And as you exhale, tiptoe the hands back. Bring yourself back into a forward fold and come straight into a flat back. As you inhale, lift the chest. And as you exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands in towards the mat and tiptoe the feet out about match distance apart. Provided there's not a chair behind you, turn the toes out, ankles are turned in slightly. We bring the palms now in towards each other, towards the heart centre. We're going to come into Malasana, a low yogi squat. We take an exhale. Good, bend the knees and bring our elbows to the inside each of our knees. Nice, pushing and pulling, the contradiction of the weight there, lifting the chest and exhaling, sinking down. If you can't quite get into your full squat, that's fine, because it's wherever you are. Keeping the hands into the chest, exhale, squatting yourselves down. Wherever you are, I want you to be lifting the crown of the head, not rounding, so creating space, creating length in the back. Exhale, sinking down. Good, one more breath, inhale, and exhale, release. Together, everyone bring your hands down back and towards the ground. Push the hips high and tiptoe the feet forward. Come into your forward fold. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Tiptoe the hands out. We'll come back into downward facing dog. Exhale. Feet are hip distance apart. Good. Reset here. Inhale. And exhale. So at any point when we're resetting in downward facing dog, if you'd like to come into child's pose where you come down onto your knees, you're welcome to do so. It's your practice. Otherwise, we'll take a big inhale. We'll gaze forward and bring the right knee towards the chest, and then exhale. Soften the right foot down in between your hands and bring the left knee down. We're going to rise up and we're going to come into our low lunge. Nice. Hands are lifted high towards the sky. Gaze maybe follows, maybe the palms come together. Exhale. Bring the left hand down on towards your stomach. Take an inhale and see if you can just square the chest above the hips above the knee. Maybe your glutes feel that. Nice. Notice again then, if you need to bring the right knee on top of the right ankle. Exhale. Good. Your own self adjust. Take another big inhale. And as you exhale, release. Good. Inhale, left hand comes down to the inside of the right foot. And exhale, twist over towards your right hand side. Right hand keeps high towards the sky. Nice. Gaze is soft either towards the right hand or down towards the right foot, whichever feels comfortable for you. Keeping the inhale long, the exhale even longer. Good, one more breath. And release, sweep back down and lift up, high lunge. And exhale, release. We're going to sweep the hands behind the back together and we're going to bring the hands in towards a bind. If we can't quite get both of the hands to touch here, we can hold on towards our elbows or on towards our t-shirt. Wherever we are, maybe the hands are clasped together, take a big inhale, roll the shoulders back and lift the chest. And as you exhale, we're going to forward fold to the inside of that right knee. Nice. Maybe the hands can come forward. So above your head, exhale, chin is relaxed. Good, again, another big inhale. Exhale. Nice, one more time, inhale. And as you exhale, bring the crown of the head back high. We're going to unclasp the hands, sweep the hands back into your low lunge so the hands come lifted. Exhale, plant the hands down either side of that right foot. And take an inhale, lift the chest off of the right thigh, gaze forward, crown of the head comes forward. Nice. Exhale, release, come into a hamstring stretch. Push the hips away from that right foot. Nice. Notice if you started to sway the hips out to the left or the right, try and keep that length nice and long. Good. Exhale. Nice. Inhale, see if you can lift the chest a little bit higher. And exhale together. Now let's forward fold down wherever feels comfortable on towards that right leg. Nice. If it feels a little bit tight in your hamstrings, just come off gently. Exhale. Good. Inhale again, create some more space. And exhale. Good. Release. Come back in towards your low lunge. Sweep the hands high. And exhale, release. Good. Bring the hands back down and towards the ground. We're going to tuck the left toe and we're going to push ourselves back with the right foot. We're going to come straight back into downward facing dog. Take a big inhale here. Exhale. Straight away, let's rebalance ourselves out. Inhale. Bring the left knee towards the chest. And then a release and drop the left foot down softly in between the hands. You might find that you need to step it forward. That's fine. We're going to now bend the right knee down. We're going to come in towards our low lunge on the opposite side. Nice. Hands are lifted. Gaze comes to touch up towards the hands. Palms are together if they can be. Exhale. Nice. Take an inhale and bring that right hand down and see if you can just bring the chest in line with the hips, in line with the glutes, in line with that right knee. And notice if you need to now step the left foot back so the left knee is above the left ankle. Sweep the hands again high. We're still in our low lunge. Exhale. Chest is lifted. Nice. Feeling strong here. Exhale. Noticing already we're creating a pattern in the body and the breath, but also in the mind. Exhale. Good. Your next exhale, release. Bring the right hand down to the inside of the left foot and twist the chest over towards the left hand side. Left hand is lifted and the gaze comes to follow, keeping the chin relaxed in towards the shoulder and towards the chest. If this is too much for your neck, just bring your gaze down towards your left foot. Nice. Take a big inhale and exhale. Good. Again, inhale and exhale. One more big breath and release. Sweep the hands back together, lift the hands high, come back into your lunge. Good. A big inhale and exhale. Release the hands and sweep them behind your back. We come back in towards a clasp. So the clasp is with your hands together. If you can't quite get the clasp, we bring the hands in towards our elbows or just on towards your t-shirt, wherever feels good for you. Roll the clasp back, dropping the shoulders, lifting the chest, lift the crown of the head. And exhale, forward fold. Nice. To the inside of that left knee. Good. Notice if you started to sway the hips to the left or to the right, you're maybe just pushing your range of motion out a little bit far. So just bring it back. Nice. If at any point your knee is sore, perhaps you might want to put a pillow underneath there or just bring yourself back out and towards your low lunge. Wherever you go, one more big breath. Good. And exhale, release together. Let's bring ourselves all back up in towards our low lunge. Hands come high. And exhale. Palms come down in towards the mat, either side of that left foot. Lift the chest off of the left thigh, bringing the crown of the head forward. And as you exhale, bring the hips back and come into a hamstring stretch on that left leg. Nice. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the crown of the head again. Maybe you smile as you exhale now. Forward fold down on towards that left leg. Nice. Another big inhale. Notice if the hips are started to sway out, see if we can bring them back in a line and exhale. Good. This one might be particularly good for anybody with some tight hamstrings. I mean, who doesn't? And exhale. Nice. Come back down. Good. Bend back in towards that left knee. Sweep the hands high. Come into your low lunge. And exhale. Release. Bring the hands back down and towards the mat. Tuck our toes on our right foot. Step the left foot back. Hold in plank for 1. Wherever you are. 2. 3. And exhale. Chaturanga. Bend the elbows. Chest comes down. Exhale. Vinyasa. Lift the hips high. Lift the chest high. Good. Upward facing dog. Shoulders are rolled back. Maybe you can lift the hips off of the ground. Wherever you are. Lifting the crown of the head. And then exhale. Tucking the toes. Coming yourself back into downward facing dog and breathe here. Good. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, bend the knees. Good. Open the knees wide across the mat. And exhale, come into child's pose. Nice. Take a big inhale here. Good, and exhale. Good, just find your breath here for a few moments. Allowing the space between your eyebrows to really sink down. And notice that perhaps you're feeling different tingles or different energy across your body just now. than you did before, allowing the jaw to sink down again. Allowing yourself to be aware of any movement that we make, how great or how insignificant in your eyes is still movement itself. Movement with the breath, movement with your body, allowing everything to be connected and balanced, so finding some more steadiness here. We're taking a big inhale and exhale with a sigh. Good. Your next inhale, bring yourselves up onto all fours. And this is where the fun begins. Exhale. Tuck the toes in, come in towards your downward facing dog. Nice. Straight away, inhale. Lift the right foot, come into three-legged dog. Nice. Right foot is lifted high towards the sky, nice and long. Take an exhale. Notice if the hips have started to open up, just try and square them off. Allow the shoulders to relax. Exhale, bring the right knee towards the nose. Nice, crunch it in and release. Allow that right foot to step away back into three-legged dog. We take an inhale now. We're going to come into our warrior two. So we step the right foot forward in between our hands. Nice. And exhale. Good. We allow the left foot to come long across the mat. And we inhale, curtail our hands high. We come into our warrior two. Nice. So we're bending towards that right knee. Chest is lifted, but at the same time sinking down in towards the pelvis. Allowing the left foot to come across the side of your mat, relaxing your shoulders down. Gaze comes forward towards your right hand and shooting the energy away from one another. Nice. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, maybe you sink further into your warrior two. Another big inhale. And exhale. Good. Noticing the gaze, the energy of your body. And nice, finding steadiness here where it's possible. If that right knee has started to work inward, try and bring it above the right ankle. Nice, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, straighten that right leg. We come into Trikonasana, triangle posture. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, almost like someone's pulling you forward with that right hand. Bring yourself forward as far as you'll go. And then release the right hand down on towards the shins, perhaps on towards the ground. And release, the left hand comes high. Nice. So this is your Trikonasana. Wherever you go, just notice if you started to crunch down, the intentions are to stay lifted. Allow space across your neck, your shoulders. Maybe you have a block or a pillow with your right hand to the inside of that right foot. Exhale here. Nice. Another big inhale. And exhale. Good. Relax, release, come back into warrior two. We sweep up straight away into high lunge. Come onto the balls of the left foot. Gaze towards the right foot. Nice. Lifting the hands high in towards your high lunge. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, we're now going to jump forward and balance on towards that right leg. So we need to work with the breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring yourself forward. Nice. Lifting that left knee towards the chest. Exhale, bring the left ankle on towards the right thigh and squat yourself down. Nice. Take a big inhale here. And exhale. Good. One more time. Inhale. Hands are lifted and exhale. Bring yourselves back up to stand. Lift the left knee. Exhale. Release the left foot down. Take a big inhale and as you exhale, sweep the hands forward. Come into your forward fold. Good. Inhale, gaze forward. Come into your flat back. Lift the chest. Roll the shoulder blades back. And exhale, release. Forward fold. Good. Planting the hands, tiptoeing yourselves back into downward facing dog. Good. Relax, refresh. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, good. Sweep the left foot high. Come into three-legged dog. Good. Left foot is pointed. Maybe you're onto the balls of the foot of the right foot. Notice if you need to square the hips. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, bring that left knee towards the nose. Exhale, release, push it back. Three-legged dog. Take a big inhale here. And as you exhale, come into warrior two. So we bring the left foot forward. Maybe we need to hop and jump it forward. The left foot is in between each of the hands. The right foot now comes down long onto the mat. We take an inhale, we lift the chest, and exhale. We sweep ourselves into warrior two. Shoulders are relaxed. Good. Arms are wide, and really push the hands away from one another so you're really lengthening across the body. Nice, pelvis is heavy, but at the same time chest is lifted. Notice if you started to come forward with the chest and push out with the bottom. See if you can line yourself almost like you're in between two glass sheets there. Exhale, shoulders come down. Gaze, your drishti comes forward towards that left hand. Focus on the breath, take a big inhale. And exhale. If the left knee started to wander inwards, bring it on top of the left ankle. Nice, energy still to the outside of that right foot. Take an inhale, we straighten that left leg. We come into Trikonasana, so we lift the crown of the head. Inhale with your breath, and as you exhale, left hand comes forward as far as it will go, and release. The left hand comes down to the inside of that left foot, and the right hand comes high towards the sky. Trikonasana, triangle posture. Chest is in towards the body, nice and relaxed. Chin falls in towards the chest, and the gaze either falls up towards your hands or down towards the ground. Lifting the shoulders, lifting the chest. If we've started to crunch, maybe we need to bring ourselves in a little bit. And just bend that left leg if you need to, it's okay. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Good. Working with your range of motion rather than pushing and pulling. Take another big inhale. And as you exhale, release. Sweep back into warrior two. Nice. Automatically we come into high lunge. We roll onto the balls of the right foot. We lift both of the hands high. And we bring our gaze forward towards that left knee, and then lift the hands and the gaze up towards the sky. Take a big inhale. And we're going to step forward again, where we're going to balance on that left standing leg and bring the right knee towards the chest. Exhale, ready? Take a big inhale and exhale, step forward, lift the right knee. Right ankle comes on towards the left thigh, and we'll squat down. Good. Keeping the chest lifted, keeping the hands high. Take a big inhale. You're doing well. Exhale. One more big breath. Inhale. And exhale. Release. Come down. Softly bringing that right knee towards the chest. And then exhale. Right foot comes down. And together, forward fold. Good. Inhale. Gaze forward. Come in towards a flat back. And as you exhale, release, forward fold. We're going to tiptoe from forward fold back in towards your downward facing dog again. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale again. Exhale. Lift the ankles, lift the bottom, lift the shoulders, and bring yourselves in towards plank. Nice. Hold here for one. Exhale. And again two. Nice. Release, and we're going to lift the bottom high again, lift the hips, and we're going to push ourselves back, downward facing dog. Good. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Nice. One more time as you inhale. And exhale, release, sweep that right foot forward up towards the sky, three-legged dog, and exhale, bring your right knee towards the nose, automatically pushing the right foot down. We come back into our warrior two. Nice. Shoulders are relaxed, take a big inhale. Exhale, straighten that right leg, and bring the right foot now to the front of your mat, so each of the feet facing forward. Nice. Inhale. Lift the hands high. Exhale, cartwheel the hands out so the hands are wide. Toes are tucked in slightly here. We're going to come into a forward fold. Ankles are turned out, so we're going to protect the knees a little bit. Take an inhale again. Open the chest, hands lift away. And as you exhale, bend the knees gently. We start to forward fold, hands come down on towards the mat. Nice. Chin is relaxed in towards your chest. Take an inhale together. We'll lift the chest. Lift the crown of the head, come into a flat back. Nice. Exhale, see if we can bend the elbows, forward fold. Good. And just work here in your forward fold. Maybe we have the space to tiptoe the hands back towards your ankles or your feet. Maybe we notice the weight of our body on our toes or our ankles and just try and redistribute it. Bend the knees softly to allow the hips to lift up a little bit higher. And just go where it feels comfortable for you. We'll again take another big inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale, release softly, gently. As you exhale, come into your flat back and bring the hands on towards your hips. Good, exhale here. And inhale, release, come back into stand. And allow the hands to come wide. Nice. Inhale, we're going to twist back in towards the front of that right foot. So the right foot now comes back towards the front of the mat. And release, exhale, come back into warrior two. Nice. Inhale, sweep both of the hands up towards the sky. And gaze comes towards that right knee as we straighten the right leg again. Maybe now from your warrior two left foot, just step it out so it's not on train tracks. It is on train tracks and not on a tight wire. Take an inhale, nice, and exhale, good. See if you can straighten that right leg again. We take an inhale, and as we exhale now, we're going to forward fold and shoot the hands away towards our bottom, behind our back. So chest is lifted first, and as you exhale, maybe you allow yourself to forward fold down on towards that right leg. Maybe you need to bring that left foot forward slightly to shorten your stance, and as you exhale, notice if the right hip needs to come back slightly to allow the left hip to square in line, creating some more space in the lower back. Exhale, good. Hands are still shooting back behind you. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, release. Good, sweep the hands back high towards the sky, and we're going to step forward. We're now going to meet together at the top of our mats. Good. We take an inhale here. Exhale, release. Good. And we're going to come into an eagle posture tonight. So we inhale, bring the left knee high towards our chest. And then as we exhale, we're standing really strong in that standing leg, which is our right leg. We now start to bring the left ankle maybe crosses over the right shin. Now maybe this is enough for you, and that's great. If you have the space and mobility, maybe you can allow the left thigh to cross a little bit more over the right thigh to allow the left foot to interlace to the back of your right shin. So we are either here, or maybe we're here. If we can't quite get the left ankle to the outside of our right shin, we can just bring the left foot on top of the right foot. Nice. Wherever you go, we now work with our hands. As we inhale, lift the hands high. And as you exhale, bend the elbows and bring the palms of the hands in front of your face. Nice. Take a big inhale, lift the left elbow on top and across the right elbow. Exhale. Nice. Maybe we're palm to palm, or maybe we are on the back of the palm with the front of the palm. Nice. Wherever you go, inhale, lift the elbows up towards our shoulder height, and exhale, soften the shoulders and breathe. Nice. So we're going to hold this with our breath and our balance. Allow your gaze to shoot forward, up towards the hands. Exhale. If you have the full space and mobility, maybe we bring ourselves all the way down without falling over. If you do fall over, just bring yourself back into wherever you go. And exhale, breathe. Nice. Be kind to your movement. Be kind to your wobbles. Nice. Be kind to wherever you are. Exhale, release, soften and release the hands. And then another inhale, we'll lift the foot. And exhale, drop the left foot down. Nice. Release. Give yourself a wiggle with those hands. Take an inhale, sweep the hands high. And as you exhale, release, forward fold down. Good. Push away from the hands, bring the hands onto the shins of the ground, come into a flat back. And exhale, release. Forward fold. Good. We'll step now ourselves back into downward facing dog. Nice. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Maybe bending the knees so the hips come higher. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift the left foot high, three-legged dog. You all know what's coming. Exhale. Good. Left knee comes towards the nose. Planting the left foot down in between each of the hands. If you need to step it there, that's fine. And release. Come into warrior two, left side. Nice. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, straighten that left leg. And bring the left toes forward again. So now we're facing to the long side of your mat. Chest is lifted, hands are flying away from you. Exhale, toes are turned in slightly. Good, another big inhale, maybe bend the knees. Exhale, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, bring the hands together in a clasp behind you. If they don't quite meet the clasp, maybe you can bring them onto your elbows or onto your t-shirt. Wherever you go, take a big inhale, lift the chest. With a big smile, exhale, bend the knees, forward fold down. Soften the elbows, soften the shoulders. Allow the chin to be heavy. Bend the knees if that feels good, and exhale. Really allow gravity to do the hard work here. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good, together, inhale. All in one big breath, we're going to come up to stand. And exhale, release, hands come out across from you. And we're going to inhale, turn the left foot forward to the front of the mat. Exhale, sweep the hands high towards the sky. Nice, remember what we did on the last side. We tiptoe that right foot out so it's on train tracks. Nice. Inhale again. Just working your balance as you exhale, gaze comes forward. And release, left leg is long. We're going to forward fold, and as we do so, we're going to allow the hands to shoot away behind us, creating space in the body. As you inhale, hands come back, chest is lifted, and as you exhale, we're forward folding down on towards that left leg. Nice. Maybe you need to shorten your stance at any point, and exhale. Good. If you need to bend that left leg slightly, think about just creating a lift with the crown of the head coming forward first. If that feels good, then perhaps exhale. Forward fold. Nice. Wherever you are, left hip comes back slightly, right hip comes forward, create a little bit more length. Exhale. Good. One more time, inhale. And exhale, release. Come back up to stand, lifting the hands high. We're going to sit forward, exhale. Allow the hands to come down, and we'll do eagle on the other side. Nice. So we'll come into our eagle posture. Just take an inhale and take an exhale. Good. Allow yourself to be rebalanced for a moment. And we're going to bring now the right knee up towards the chest. Stand tall in that standing leg. And as you exhale, good, we start to bring the right ankle to the outside of that left shin. Maybe that's enough here. Or perhaps we can bring the right thigh on top of the left thigh, and we can find the bind with our foot. Let's work with our hands now. Inhale, lift the hands high. And as you exhale, bend the elbows and bring the palms down in front of the face. Nice. Inhale, bring the right elbow on top of the left elbow and come into a bind. Maybe it's just palm to palm, or maybe you have the space to actually interlace the palms together. Wherever you go, lift the elbows high towards the face, but drop the shoulders down at the same time. Inhale, gaze comes up towards the hand. Exhale. So be kind again with any wobbles. Bring yourself back into the breath. See if you can inhale and exhale. Noticing that we're not focusing on anything else other than not falling over. Nice. Exhale. Good. Again, inhale. Working with the challenges, and exhale. Working with the judgment that we're putting on ourselves. Release wherever you are. Let's come back up to stand. Nice. Release the hands. Allow the hands to come wide. And relax. Come back out. Lift that right knee high. Allow it to come down to the ground. And just wiggle that off. Well done. Take an inhale. Sweep the hands high. Lift the chest, exhale, bend the knees, forward fold. Good. Inhale, gaze forward. Come in towards your flat back, exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees here, almost like we're going into Tadasana chair pose, but don't worry, we're not. Lift the hands in front of you into a squat, and see if you can work yourself down onto the mat without your hands. So this is a bit of a challenge. Softly does it, exhale. We're going to lift ourselves into Navasana. Nice. So Navasana, we lift the chest first. Crown of the head comes high. And option one, maybe we lift the feet off the mat and we hold on behind our thighs. Option two, maybe we have the space to lift the hands. Option three, maybe we can push our hands and feet away from us, lifting the chest, don't crank crunch down, it becomes easy. Exhale. If that's still quite difficult, maybe we can do toe taps, one by one. Nice, you've been here for a while. Take a big inhale and exhale, crossing the ankles and just bring the chest in towards the thighs. Give yourself a hug here. Take a big inhale and exhale, release. Good. Plant the hands down into the ground and bring both of the feet forward. Nice. We're going to bring ourselves into Tadasana. We're going to start winding ourselves down, counteracting what we've already done. While this one might look easy, it might not feel it if we're activating ourselves properly. Take an inhale, lift the crown of the head. Exhale, push the hands in towards the mat. And we're almost trying to lift ourselves up, but we're not quite lifting. We're creating energy nice in our body. Good. The spine is straight. Activating the toes, coming back towards yourself so the feet are pushing off of that invisible wall. And exhale, allowing the breath really to fill in towards that stomach. Exhale. Good, again inhale. Nice, and as you exhale, release, sweep the hands high. We're going to forward fold. Down, on towards the thighs, on towards the ground. If your hands don't quite get all the way towards your feet or your ankles, just tiptoe the ankles back slightly. Taking an inhale wherever you are, create some length in the chest, and let's exhale, forward fold down. Again, notice where that feels good for the hamstrings, or if it doesn't, just bring the ankles back a little bit more. Exhale. Good. Roll the shoulders back, inhale. And as you exhale, release. Nice. We take an inhale now, bring your hands behind the right thigh, and we're going to lift the right knee towards the chest. We take an inhale, maybe this is enough here. And as you exhale, option 2, we bring the hands on towards the shins, down towards the ankles, and we come into head and pose. Exhale. Keep the toes pointed, lift the chest. Exhale. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, allow that foot to come down and towards the ground. The leg is long. We take an inhale, we bring both of the hands behind the left thigh, and we bring the left knee towards the chest. Maybe this is enough here. Option 2, we bring the hands down towards the shins and the ankles, and we lift the chest, roll the shoulder blades back, toes are pointed, and we come in towards a fold here. Exhale. Good, one more time, inhale. And exhale. Nice. Really softly bring that left foot down, but keep the left foot to the outside of the right knee. We're going to now step the right foot together to meet the left foot, and then exhale. Nice. We come into our butterfly posture, our Superbadakanasana. Allow the soles of the foot to come together if they can, wherever that feels comfortable for you. And maybe the knees are placed quite high. If they are, perhaps you would like a block or a pillow here. Otherwise, exhale wherever feels comfortable. Hands are either on your shins perhaps, or they're on your toes, wherever that feels good. Your feet don't need to be all the way in towards your pelvis. Wherever we are together, let's inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the crown of the head. And as we exhale, we're going to forward fold down towards the mat. Nice. Take a big inhale. Maybe create a little bit more space and exhale. Forward fold. Good. For any of our stangies here, if you'd like to find the space to put the crown of the head in between your tootsies, you can. Otherwise, wherever you are, keeping that chin in towards the chest, shoulders are rolling back, elbows are heavy. Exhale. Good. One more time, inhale. And as you exhale, release. Bring the chin in towards the chest first, bring yourself back to neutral, and then lift the crown of the head. Nice. Together, bring the knees back towards each other. Lifting the knees together. Lift your ankles very gently off the mat and come into a nice hug here, the best part of yoga. And as we exhale, we're going to roll back now softly and gently onto the mat. So if we're in a live class together in the studio, I would ask you to do this again. If you went too quickly onto the mat, So with intentions, slowly allow yourself to come back down onto the mat. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if I went too quickly and I had to do it again? Well, it wouldn't, because that's just the story of life. Sometimes you plan, sometimes you can't, and you just have to accept whatever comes up. You'll find a path to get past it. Exhale, let's give ourselves a hug here on our backs, and release. Bring the feet back down and towards the ground, and we come into Recline Butterfly, Superbadakanasana. We bring again the heels together, and then the soles of the feet come together. I have a chair here, I'm just going to wiggle myself over. Nice. Allow yourself to breathe, but breathe deeply again. We're going to bring some more awareness into the breath. Bring one hand onto the chest and bring one hand onto the stomach. Soles of the feet are together where it's possible. Lift the pelvis up, tucking it forward, and then exhale, allow the spine to come back down. If your eyes are not closed, take a big inhale. And if it's comfortable, exhale, softly allow the eyelids to close again. Notice here if you're allowing the breath to inhale into the chest, or perhaps you find it more natural and more easy to bring the breath into the belly. Whichever you're doing, let's see if we can equal that out. Equally bring breath into the heart center, and then into the stomach, and then equally relaxing it back out. Allow the shoulder blades to really drop down. Good. Exhale. Noticing what you've achieved today. In the last hour of your practice, take a big inhale. Exhale. Notice that the pattern we created perhaps might have been the first time for you, but it's a pattern nonetheless. You know, we work through different patterns in life. Our body most naturally will try and get to the end, the outcome, the quickest, most efficiently way possible. So just know that we're trying to balance those out, those habits, those good points, those bad points. Together, inhale, lift the knees high, bringing the knees together, and as you exhale, push the feet high towards the sky so the legs are lifted. Again, as we inhale now, we're going to bring the hands high, so we have all of the limbs up in the air. If you started to lift the pelvis, exhale, drop the pelvis down. Take a big inhale, exhale, soften the shoulders. One more time, inhale, exhale, release, and just allow gravity to do the hard work here. Release any tension in those muscles. Notice with your eyelids softly closed the heaviness of anything in your body. Maybe it's your toes, it's your wrists. Maybe it's the upper arms, the ankles, the pelvis, the shoulders. Bringing yourself into your dead bug. Again, another big inhale. And exhale, release softly, gently bring the left foot down. So the left leg is long on towards the ground. Another big inhale. And as you exhale, release, relax down. Bring the right leg on towards the ground. One more time, inhale. And exhale, bring the right elbows and the left elbow on towards the ground, away from the body. Once the elbows meet the floor, the palms come away on towards the ground. And we just bring ourselves into our final asana, our savasana of this evening or the day, whatever time you're practicing. Just grab something cozy here, perhaps a blanket, a jumper, a pillow, and you can put something warm on you. I tend to like to put a blanket over me, something perhaps on my eyes. Just allow yourself to sink here into savasana for a few moments. Allowing your eyes to close. Know that whilst you're lying in your savasana, I will bring you out so you can really sink down. Your eyelids are so softly closed. Your jaw is relaxed. Just relax the whole body here, letting your whole body relax. Shoulders are grounded, heavy. Opening the heart here, opening the mind. We let go of any control of the breath, any control of the body, and lastly, any control of your mind. Grounding down deeper here into your own yoga magic, softening the space between your eyebrows, finding your own inner smile of your yoga practice today. There is in the soul a taste for the good, just as there is in the body an appetite for enjoyment. Enjoy this space for your body and mind. Curate this space for the goodness in your soul. Relax the whole body here, letting your whole body relax. Softly and gently start to bring yourself back into the room, back into your breath. If you'd like to lay here for a longer savasana, you're welcome to do so. Otherwise, just give yourself this moment to do any last stretches that feel good for you. Maybe bringing the hands on top of the head, stretching the feet out further in front of you. Rolling your head over to either side that feels comfortable for you. Bringing your knees up towards your chest and rolling over onto that side. Giving yourself one last big hug here. Finding softness, finding balance. With your eyelids still softly closed now together, let's roll up into a comfortable seated position again. Eyelids are closed and we'll bring our hands towards our chest center. Nice. Together, let's take a big inhale and exhale with a sigh. One more time, inhale and exhale. Again. Together, you can bring our hands up towards our head to thank each of us for sharing our yoga practice today. Back down and towards our lips. Thank yourself for your own yoga practice today. And lastly, we can end our practice with one big Om. You're welcome to listen in, or alternatively you can join me as well. Om Shanti. Thank you very much for sharing this practice today. Hopefully wherever you are, whenever you are practicing, you found that you're perhaps a little bit more energized, a little bit more aware, perhaps more grounded. Whatever you're feeling, thank you for practicing, and you're welcome to reach out to me or the studio with any questions. And I hope wherever you are that you have a super duper day ahead. Thank you.